statement about the game, and then we'll open it up to questions.
Sure. It was a tough one. I had to lead at half. They scored to tie it up there in the third, then we get the big kick return, and then just couldn't get that one extra score, that one extra stop. It was a defensive battle most of the night. They got their running game going in the second half. We kind of had some red zone offense issues in terms of converting some trips into points, and that came back to be what kind of bit us at the end. It was a hard-fought battle by two great football teams. I'm so sad for these guys next to me having to go through this right now because we've had a great season, but these guys came here to win the night, and it didn't work out for us. And their season ended tonight in a bad way, and now their high school careers are over, and they have a lot to look back on. But tonight hurts.
Coach Dempsey, Keno Sultan started turning press. Columbus Bishop Washington held their team to a season-low 87 yards rushing. Where do you think the situation lied at that the running offense just could not get going compared to last year?
I think at times we got it going. We had some penalties in the first half that took us on some trips deep. It put us back in some first and extremely long and second and extremely long situations, which is where you can't live. And, obviously they were going to be geared up to stop the run. We hit some plays in the passing game. Like I said, we were just the red zone. The red zone offense really hurt us tonight. I think that's a more telltale sign of rushing. I knew you watched their defense on film all year. Rushing against them was hard all year. There's no shock that they have a good run defense. But it definitely, just a couple critical times, we could have got a yard here or something there, but it went the other way.
Coach Dempsey, been here the last couple of years, so got experience in this situation. You made a coaching change late in the game. Could you tell us what was behind that coaching change?
You mean quarterback change?
Yes, quarterback. Sorry.
Yeah. At that time, Isaiah was good to go all week. They was just going to push the ball down field a little further, and they thought that gave us the best chance to do that.
What was working so well defensively for 2.5 quarters where it was almost like they flipped a switch and were able to crack some things with Weber and Belisari, and what defensively broke down for you?
You'd have to see film to see what's spiffly. It wasn't effort, nothing. Sometimes the other team makes plays too, I think. It's a game of inches, and they were able to find a crease and get through or get on a sweep and get outside of containment. They used some tempo a little more in the second half. They went a little more two-back than they had in the first half. They made halftime adjustments also. Our defense is what kept us in it, in my opinion. I know, and then they convert a 4th and 15. It's one of those games where a ball batted or something either way, and who knows, you get that extra stop. But they definitely got some running game going in that second half, especially that third quarter against us when ours stalled.
Coach Dempsey, talk about the efforts of your sophomore QB, Ali Baden. He had that rushing touchdown in the first quarter, and then he just came up short of a 4th and short in the third quarter. So talk to me about his efforts throughout the postseason.
Oh, great. He did a great job of coming in multiple times throughout the year when it was needed due to injury or illness. And the last 3 weeks have been great putting us in position to get here. And tonight made some great plays. He's going to be a very good quarterback. I remember he's only a sophomore, and he's showing glimpses of what could have come in the future. And tonight stings for him too, but he's going to learn from tonight's experience and take it moving forward.
With 7:17 left, I think it was the time you're on the 35, opt to punt. Just how much did you kick that around in your head, whether to do that or try to get the first down there?
Well, it's always a debate, but I know what, I think the thing there, Steve, is I do have faith in our defense to pin somebody deep and let's make them get a few extra first downs on the drive. And we were very close multiple times on that. If I could go back in time, would I do it over again? Of course, because it didn't work out our way. And I feel bad, that you always wish you had a couple decisions you could have back as a coach, because it's easy, it's easy to blame a kid for not making a play or whatnot. But coaches make decisions that put kids in position, and there's a couple times tonight I didn't put our kids in good position, apparently.
Tyler, can you describe, you guys have come here and really have done nothing but winning, and I know this is a tough one, but you describe a senior's emotions.
I say it hurt. It's a bad taste in my mouth that I don't like. I haven't been like losing since I was a kid, and this kind of like brought me back to when I was a kid, and it just makes me break down every time I think about it because we worked so hard and we did so much together as a team for us to come up short.
Dom, can you grab that mic and slide forward? What your thoughts just in a similar situation?
Yeah, just feel numb almost. It hurts, it stings, it sucks, but we all went out and gave our all tonight. It wasn't enough. We got to deal with that.
Like they said, it hurt, and there's no way to get that taste out of your mouth. It's the end. So.
Coach Dempsey, one of the things I realized was that last year your team dominated time of possession, 33-15. What did Waterston do this time around to ensure that your team would not have that same dominant time of possession, unlike last year's 27-7 decision?
I think you look at, and I think their coach said this in the press conference at the start of the week, they were a throwing team last year, but throw first, run second. And if you've seen them over the season, they've become a running football team, and they're committed to the run game. So the fact that their offensive style changed definitely played a factor in it. I thought we used a lot of good clock in the third quarter. We just weren't able to convert on it, and that obviously came back to get us.
Curtis, from playing up front, what do you think they did differently where they were able to open up their running game after halftime the way they did? What did they do to make that happen?
They didn't do nothing different. They came out and played harder, made a little adjustments in the backfield, but nothing up front. They beat us, simple as that.
Question over here.
For you guys, for the seniors, I mean, I know it's tough right now, just kind of thinking about the result, but when you guys are looking back on what you guys were able to accomplish, like 3 straight state championship game appearances, I mean, what sticks out about what you're going to remember about this class?
Gonna remember the fight that I know our team had, all the memories we made together. Hopefully not remember this feeling as much, but remember the feeling from the first one.
Definitely the moments and the memories. There's something I definitely don't want to remember, but there's something I can learn from. Mistakes was made in this game that I hope not to make again going further. We definitely I know this the end, but regardless of what, we got to keep the younger guys up and make sure they get it in a position to do it again.
You got anything else here?
I'd just like to say thank everybody for covering. These guys, our seniors, I feel, it's weird to say how I feel bad for them, obviously, how the night ended, but, in our area, guys, for those that aren't familiar with us, we've won a lot these last 3 years, and it's a point where what they've achieved doesn't always get noticed, but if they lose, it's major headlines. And I think these kids need to know how they've been one of the elite classes in the whole entire state of Ohio these last 3 years, and have played some of the best football in Ohio. And they're not just great football players; these are great kids sitting up here with us tonight. So make sure you point that out as you write and report on this tonight. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.